Next react, bro. Okay, Cauttyh's 24-minute video titled Hellfire. But yep. Okay, if this goes for too long, I might split it into two or not upload it to YouTube. But yeah, so we'll see with that, right? We will see, we will see. Cauttyh is almost full 1620 roster already. I guess he has LA so far up his ass, but yeah, it is what it is, man.
Gamers, it's time for two truths, one lie. I'm not wearing any pants right now. This Lost Ark patch is actually setting the game on fire, and I actually think the event's pretty good. Boys, I was asked
Is he talking about the acceleration patch, by the way, or like what? Keck.
yesterday by someone in my chat to make a video talking about the current patch, but I think I want to have more of a broad conversation because I love to fucking yap, baby. I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm a yapologist, all right? I think the best way to talk about this patch, to be honest, memes aside, is actually talking about the last 9 or so months of Lost Ark, because I do believe that it literally all connects. To talk about this patch, we need to go all the way back to like 9-ish months ago when a con came out.
Holy yapping.
Because I believe, even though this is maybe just me having a fucking like doctrines in yapology, I believe it all connects. So about 9 or 10 months ago, a con releases. Con was a really fucking fun fucking raid. It's something that got me really hyped and back into the game. But it made a major change in the way Lost Ark was played. A con was the first point in this game where a character could no longer sustain itself through progression. You had to start fucking funneling hard, which means that casual players could no longer stay casual because if they wanted to continue to keep up with content, they required other things to pump into that character, right? They required other characters to start funneling harder. So those players who played maybe 1 or 2 characters now probably need to expand a little bit because they no longer could just afford that one character on its own. On top of that, people who wanted to play a fleet, it became way fucking harder to continue to control a fleet of characters because the cost of honing, the cost of pushing these characters became absolutely fucking insane. It became very, very...
I think in general, actually, this already happened since Brel, by the way. So yeah, I think in general already happened since Brel because Brel released with you need plus 22 gear to do all of Brel. So yeah, so he's specifically, I assume, talking about Akan Heart, right? Because if you're not Akan Heart ready, then you won't be Voltis Heart ready and everything. So yep, I assume that. But this already happened in Brel as well, because Brel already needs like 22 at the time. Now of course you can do the just 1-2, because 6 gate, right? You can just do 1-2 at 1490, true. But you can also say that you can just do like normal like a content if that is the case. But yep. Needing multiple alt to fancy one tune is the dumbest thing I've seen in like an MMO. See, the thing is like Asura, right? Back then with like Argos and everything, right? You can literally tap your gear once from plus 15 to plus 16, then you get the next raid. It's no longer the case now though, but yeah. So like last time, like 2 years ago, right? 1 or 2 years ago, I told people you don't need alts, just play like your main and everything, right? I mean they FOMOed themselves with alts anyway, but like I told them like you don't need it because at the time you don't. Now you do though. So yep, because you remember back then, I don't even do dailies. I do raids and then like get the gold and like use that gold to like basically like get higher. Can't do that anymore though because at one point I started doing dailies as well, right? So yeah, because like that's when I realized it's also not possible. Okay, but yep. Okay, then I start complaining, but you know how it is, bro. Okay, but yeah, you know how it is. Okay, things changed like since that time, bro. Funneling was a thing since launch. Getting to tier 3 was already like Monka. No, getting to tier 3 was not the difficult one, Koran. Like, it's the Argos release one was the difficult one at the time. So yep, and like they realized it, right, like, and then like they delayed like Volton after that. But yeah, but then people complain that now it's too slow. Kick W. Okay, but yeah, well, luckily it goes fast again, man. Ekidna super soon, right? But yeah.
very expensive to sustain the fleet. And so this negatively affects 2 major core kinds of players in the game. The casual audience, who just wants to play a couple of characters a week.
They quit already.
And the super hardcore audience, who realistically like to play large rosters.
They're busy defending the game.
The perpetual issue with it is that these are systems, and I'll be honest, even like gear tiers, where it's designed where we're supposed to stay in it for a long time, right? It's designed where you're supposed to stay in it for a while because there's going to be a lack of content in Korea. You have to remember that the Chinese version was coming out during this time, right? Or like they're still working on it, and so there was going to be a lack of content in Korea for the game, and so they make these like long tiers, so there's stuff to do the entire time, right? It's kind of similar to like Broshaza, where when Broshaza released in Korea, if I'm not mistaken, the cost of this gear was obscene. The shard cost was ridiculous, but when we got Broshaza gear, it was like nerfed already, right? Because we were getting sped up, but the same thing didn't happen with the con. We got the nerf to go up to 1580, but nothing past that, and past the con gear is where honing starts to get really fucking ridiculous. Hell, I'm gonna be honest, without a pass, even getting to 1580 right now is still really fucking ridiculous. On top of all of this, progression boosts came late. The first wave of people who quit was during the hard Voldus push. Now I know people were easy to say, oh, you're FOMOing, but we're seeing
People already quit since like Clown, bro. But yeah, okay, people already quit since Clown, and it gets worse and worse, and they keep quitting. So yeah, and obviously no new players come in right to replace them. But yeah, okay, Echidna and our free 20 item level soon. Enjoy, bro. At least we had islands to get mats to like tier 3. Now there is like nothing. None of them, yeah. I mean, like, where do you get mats now? Six Guardian Chaos Dungeon, bro. KW, but yeah. So yeah, and like on top of that, right now Chaos Assault, so 18 Chaos Dungeons. Park crazy, dude. Let's go. So everybody loves Chaos Dungeon, right? But yeah, 1580 is indeed stupid expensive without pass unless you have a full roster. Yep, pretty much. Okay, you have to have like a pass fund kind of for it, right? But yeah, but does it really like do they care about it? No, not really. They don't care, bro. So yep, and then like people that are playing the game that have 6 alts right now, they like defend the game like it's no tomorrow. So yeah. Okay, but yep.
the side effects of not pushing now. Hard Voldus released, and of course it had two very different powers. Well, one power system, but two very different power scalings of those power systems. Legendary and epic elixirs. And a lot of people quit the game trying to push for 1620 because, again, the support came late. After Voldus came out, we got a bunch of support, right, in February and stuff. I think Voldus was around December because that's when I had my surgery. And then for the anniversary...
Didn't you release Voldus with 10 like legendary elixir though? I feel like I remember that, but maybe I'm wrong actually. But yeah, biggest way for Lost Ark player quitting were Clown, Brel, Voldis, like a Thaymine. Brel is the biggest one. It's the biggest one because Brel normal comes out. So yeah, told people you don't need to run like 126, bro. Just chill with like 1490 maybe, right? And like get like the Brel gear, okay? But people FOMO it 126, and then lo and behold, surprise, they don't like doing 6 gate. What the fuck, bro? Goddamn, 6 gates, man, Paw crazy, everybody's favorite, right? So yeah, so they quit after that, and then a few months after that, Brel Heart release, which is literally the same fight, 6 gate as well, Omega Kick W. So yep, that's just gone, ditch, bro, over. So yep, and then Kangal release after that, that gets even worse because like the rate is dog shit trash. So well, it is what it is, man. Okay, but yeah, I like Heartayman, but stats show normal is definitely too hard for like average like player. Well, the average player in NAEU haven't even played Lost Ark, bro. They just buy the bus, but yep. Okay, but still need 1620 to open the box. It's basically like the help to catch up on the elixir per se, but yeah. 10 elixir straight to the trash. That is true though. Yeah, it goes to the trash right away, but yep. Okay, Braille normal to Braille hard mode was so terrible. It was so bad. It was so bad. It was basically months of like, nothing. Okay, and on a raid that basically nobody likes, right? Okay, and then after that, like Triangle comes out and it doesn't make it better at all. So yeah. Okay, Voltis was really bad to pug, no support, people jailing on gate 2 to plus like weapon like a requirement. Yeah, but I mean like it is what it is, Kaneki, bro. What can you do there? Okay, it's not like Smart Gate was trying to regulate that, right? Ted, thank you for follow. Welcome, dude. Welcome.
In February, we started to have like massive progression events, but that was 2 months late, and the gatekeeping had already started. If you didn't have your 40 set, you were fucking subhuman to the rest of society.
Gatekeeping was already there ever since like Clown and Brel, bro. So it's already there. Okay, it was not so much in like Akan, Vicus, Argos because nobody has anything. But yeah, but it's been there since like Clown and like the thing, bro. Okay, but yeah, this just like, the gatekeeping just follows the trend. So yeah, in this case, it's the elixir. Simple as that, basically. But yeah, gatekeeping, man. Yeah, well, I mean, like, they could like regulate that, Kuren, bro. So yeah, it's almost as if like there are no MMO that have solved gatekeeping, by the way. There's plenty of MMO that has solved it. So yep, just not Lost Ark. Okay, but yep. Okay, gate 16 Brel normal to get the gear. Just do it all over again. Brel hard, another gear set. Okay, not so much gatekeeping for him, streamer plus over level for like everything. Yeah, but I mean like, you need to understand that like, your experience will not be the same experience that like, other players do. Or else you'll just be ignorant because of that. But yep.
Nobody gave a fuck about you. And that's just been kind of getting worse and worse and worse as time passes. When they come in late with the progression, I understand they want to milk us because they want us to click F4 and buy the extremely not worth packages in the shop. But when they try to milk the player base for money, this is kind of what happens. They did give support, but the support came very, very late. And so the people who weren't there kind of just start to get gatekept and start having a hard time because they can't find supports anymore. They're not getting into lobbies because they're missing the 40 fucking set elixir that literally everybody else has. And then that makes more players quit the game because they're spending more time not playing it. And so the snowball just kind of continues. And so now you have an even more sweaty, even more hardcore player base because a con, the super casuals couldn't play it with sustaining one character sustaining itself is slowly fading away. So that very casual player base quits. And so it becomes more concentrated. And then
Wait, he's saying casual player base quit on Akan? Nah, bro. By Akan, casual players already gone. It's over. It's gone already. You don't see them anyway, bro. Okay, the last like casual players probably only stick to like Brelhart maybe. That's the most I've ever seen. But yeah, nah, man, it's too late already. But that's what it is, you know. When you design like a game with like with 3% for the 3% of the player base, you will end up with the 3% of the player base. There. So yeah, simple as that, man. But yep. In LA, you have to gatekeep though due to how the raid work and no resurrect instant wipe no, on one player failure. They would need to change that. No, not necessarily. They don't really gatekeep because of like the resurrect instant wipe or anything like that. Not necessarily. It is a factor, but not really. You gatekeep because you don't have time. Simple as that. Because you got 17 other raids to do, 6 Guardian, 12, 18 Chaos Dungeon to do. That's why you gatekeep. Because you gotta do that every day. Okay, or else you'll be behind. Because if you don't do the rest of it for the week, right, then you'll not make it to the next raid. Because you don't have enough resource. So now you gatekeep so you can clear it in like one pull. 20 minutes in and out. That's basically how it is. But yep. Because like there are other games that like does not have gatekeeping, but literally every mechanic that the game like has is like a wipe mechanic. So yeah, but they're fine because like that rate like is the only thing they need to do for the week. It's not like they have like homework to do here and there. They got no homework in that MMO, for example. Okay, but yep. So that's just how it is. Okay, the major point of like the gatekeeping is so that like you don't waste time because you need to spend the time doing the Guardian Chaos Dungeon, the shit part of the game, so that you can have fun later when they release the new raid. And then turns out the raid is not even fun, but yeah. Okay, miracle that the game survived this long anyway. Nah, it's not a miracle that the game survived this long, Korean man, because the game was good. Simple as that, bro. So, yep, and people are still on copium for that. Casual gone in Brel, bro. Casuals quit at 1340. Okay, but, yep. Okay, saw like a lot of people never saw Gate 6 even at like 1600. Okay, Chaos Dungeon eating shit delicious. Okay, time is the problem. Remember that I never really cared about the Wi-Fi webs in my last raid, otherwise I was hungry. I was like angry. Yep. Okay, I was gaming 14 thinking like getting back into like that game. Practically non-existent. Okay, but yeah, there are some small one, but it's very small one. So yep. Okay, you will rarely ever get like a because like you don't have like okay 14 does not have like what was it gearing per se, if that makes sense. Okay, but they don't actually have gearing. Okay, it's the opposite spectrum of like LA where they have 30 system. In 14, they basically have no system. You just log in and like do the raid. But yep. Now you could be gate capped because of your logs. So yeah, but that's your performance. And like the person that like makes the party have to check your logs personally, which most people don't even do. Too much trouble. Yep. So it's practically non-existent. Okay, but yeah. Casually playing 60 hours, removing the chores and actually playing the raids? No way, bro. Ain't no way. Yeah, you know how it is, right? But yeah.
Hard Ivory Tower comes out, you're punishing people who re-rolled mains, you're punishing people who might not play even sweatier or might not like funnel properly or whatever the fuck it is, and then now that player base is gone. And then now we start to talk about the release of Thaming. To see the issue with how fast we've been progressed, you just need to look at the first race. Everybody who went for it, whether they were cleared or not everybody, but a lot of players are arm tiers, chaos botters, or pilots. It is what it is. Whether they were cleared and verified by Amazon or whether not, it's just arm tiers, botters, and chaos and pilots. Not everybody is in that category. There are some clean players. I don't want to discredit what it is, but The reason I believe it's a
I mean, Korea are also the same, by the way. So yeah, this is game issue, not an AU issue. This is game issue, but yeah, Korea is the same as well. They what now? He said Taemin, but yeah.
good example of the issue is that the cost of getting to Thameen hard is very expensive. The cost of doing the first is very, very expensive because that requires even more gear. I do like the fact that it released hard mode and I guess the first difficulty separately, but a lot of people in hard mode look kind of like my character, right? Unless they have some alts that are, at 1630, which is kind of nuts. A lot of characters kind of look like this. They have like a 25 weapon. They have majority level 10 gems, and then it'll be under 5+3+1 or whatever, right? So that's also
Free, by the way.
very, very fucking expensive. And I know this because the only reason my character looks like this is because I had like a really close friend quit, and he was a massive fucking sweat lord. And so when he emptied his account out, it helped build my account to be mega sweaty. But not everybody has that blessing, right? Had he not helped me, I might have had like a couple more level 10s or something, right? I would have had mainly 9s and like a handful of 10s because this shit
If
is
he doesn't get the help, basically he'll get gate cap. Simple as that. That's what he's trying to say. But yep, easy leeching, man. But
fucking expensive, man. It's very, very, very expensive to do. And so, again, when you don't have honing support to get to the next tier of content, just hitting 1630 on its own, unless you get very, very lucky, is extremely expensive. And again, because we keep getting rushed through content, not having that honing support to get to that next piece of content is very, very, very hard. Especially when we have progression events, like let's say, like a perfect example, let's say we get these express events, right? I don't have it on this character, I put it on a breaker, but a lot of these things are capped out on which characters can even use it. And so all of these mats and shards and all this shit, even if you wanted to funnel it, you kind
it's
of...
a debate. They literally make it so that you cannot put it on your main. You can only put it on your alt, so you can pay more on the alt. Paw crazy, man. So yeah, literally right there. Because if they want to help, then like, why are they limiting it, man? Why can't I use my express mats on my main? Why can't I do that? So yeah, it's a bait. It's 100%, bro. It's a marketing strategy right there. But yeah, think it's fine to make hard difficult to reach, but when you force it to progress, that's like a difference. When it becomes mandatory, yeah, that's a problem. But yeah, because like to progress, you need that. Okay, but yep. Okay, because like if there is another difficulty where like you can progress fully without like doing the hard mode, right? Then like a lot of people will do it. Maybe like the casual players, not that there is any right now, but like the casual players probably can do that. But yep, as the guy who accidentally put the pass on his main back in the day. Yep, I mean, oh, that is true. Yeah, ask the guy right there for it. So yeah, the illiterate guy that like okay, put it accidentally on his main, and now you cannot do it anymore ever. But yeah, well, did that to yourself, right? But yeah.
can't, right? Again, we did get some honing support during this time. This is during a time where they started to give us a lot more honing support. We started to get boxes in the shop, or not in the shop. We started to get boxes coming out of raids and stuff, which was really, really nice. But the reason we got these boxes is because we were once again not getting rushed into Thameen, we're getting rushed into Echidna, right? They're planning this stuff way, way, way ahead of time. And so you're getting these boxes and you're like, holy shit, I'm gonna maybe make it to Thameen, but these boxes are actually for the next raid tier where you're gonna get rushed through again.
I bet Echidna was kind of like a surprise to be released on June, man. I bet. So yep, I bet. Okay, you know what release on June, right? They got a FOMO people. So yep. Okay, releasing in June. Okay, it's gonna be like the Elden Ring and like 14 new expansion, direct competition for 14 as well, right? So yeah, bro, you gotta keep people playing the game. So yeah, hence why suddenly Echidna is June, because without it, it doesn't make sense. Why would you put it on June then? So yeah, why the hell would you put it on June? But you know how it is, bro. Okay, that's a marketing strategy that like Blizzard did as well, and I guess AGS is same thing, right? But yeah.
Thameen releases. A lot of people quote with Thameen, even though
Most of people thought August may be like a July. July is literally the thing that you need to do Echidna if you were like doing like hard mode Thema and 1-3. So yep, not Gate 4. Okay, but yep, and August was people thinking because surely they'll give us an extra leeway, right? Not everybody can play like 24/7, but nah, bam, June, slap you in the face right there. But yeah, kick W, and now like here is free Darkfire for you, man, kick W. So what it is basically like we give you the problem and we sell you the solution, and then you guys ate it up like fucking morons, that actually idiots, man. But yeah, that's literally what happened. Okay, but yep. Now that I say it, maybe people would realize that, like, you know what, you're right, actually. Okay, but yeah. Okay, they basically make a problem and they sell you the solution. Okay, but yep. Won't even be max transcend since I'm doing 1-3 hard and did normal mode gate 3 first 3 weeks. Well, they give you like dark fires now, so there you have it, bro. Asura man. Game is safe, right? Am I right, bro?
I'm gonna be honest, the raid is fantastic. I will say, with Brel, when everyone was quitting, I'm like, yeah, it's because the raid sucks. Bro, Thameen slaps. Thameen's a fucking fire raid. I think this raid's really really fun.
I mean, I don't know about that, bro. But Tayman is literally Brel 2.0, so I don't know why like people are still saying this, man. Why do people still say this, man? I actually don't get it, bro. 1-2 slap surely, 1-2 boring as fuck. So yeah, 3-4 cancer as fuck. So I don't know what you're on about, bro. It's like saying that like, oh man, dude, Brel gate 1-2-3 was easy as fuck, but like 4-6 was like cancer. It's the same shit, man. Okay, you fucking idiots, bro. Okay, god damn it, bro. It's the same thing. Okay, why are you like? I don't know, but I'm surrounded by idiots, man. Is what it is. Okay, but that's why like we don't I don't play the game anymore. But yeah, 1-2 is a waste of time. Yeah, it's just padding there. I do like gate 3. I don't know why. Yeah, but I mean like some people like gate 6 Brel as well, Kaneki, bro. Most people hate it though. Some people like gate 5 Brel. A lot of people hate it. But yeah. I like Gate 3 except when I play with morons. Well, I bet that like when you don't have morons playing Brel, you will like it as well. I bet. But the problem is you're surrounded by idiots, right? So yeah. Gate 3, if your party is absolutely clean, is a DPS race. Otherwise, it's jail. Yep, pretty much, man. But yep. Okay, but yeah. But it is what it is, man. Okay, I quit. I haven't played the game like for like a week already, Fatanis, man. I've been playing like 14 and everything. But yep, and I don't really plan to play as well. So I have the directory up right now, so I can catch up to the drama and react. That was it. Okay, I ain't playing the game. Remember, people used to say that Gate 5 Brel is so hard. It is not hard. Not hard at all. The thing is, like, you're surrounded by people that are, like, worse than toddlers. They can't even do toddler mechanic, bro. Star, square, circle. Where do I put it, man? Oops. I don't know, man. Bam. Put the circle on the square. Blows up. Kick W. Omega, bro. Yeah, well, that's what it is right there. Okay, but, yep. Okay, was actually BS. Gate 5 was so easy, man, mechanic wise. I don't know for that, bro. Okay, but yep. Don't know. I play quite a bit of MMOs, but somehow LA's raiding community is special compared to others. I think that's why like the gatekeeping is harsh. No, not necessarily crap, man. So it is allowed to be that way by like the developers because they could regulate it. They could make it like have like some kind of like minimal requirement or something like that. They could do it, but instead they allow buses and they let people like gatekeep and everything, which in a way is like kind of like a gain for them. If they let people gatekeep 30 letter salvation to play the game, right? Well, now people will pay for it. Because guess what? What's the thing that new players buy the most in Korea from the market? It's the card pack. And that is why you don't have like, what was it? Full lot of salvation on the merchant. Because people will stop buying it. Simple as that. But yeah. Okay. Square hole. Okay, the pattern overlap was always risky for keeping correct stacks. The max themselves like weren't like a. Okay, but there are a lot of like reasons too. Well, I mean, like a pattern overlap can happen in Taiwan as well. I don't hear people complaining about that though. So yeah, but it is what it is, man.
But another thing happens. It becomes even harder to sustain. Casual player base feel a little overwhelmed because the gold cost of transcendences and the gold cost of getting to these pieces of content is very, very hard. If they are just getting to 1620, they're getting gate kept en masse because they're missing a major fucking mechanic. And on top of that, chances are they have less experience in the hard difficulty of the raid. And so people don't trust them as much to take them to their parties because they don't want to get jailed and blah, 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 blah. The eternal discussion of Lost Ark. And then so those players start to quit. The super sweats start to quit because they're realizing that it's difficult to sustain their 6-man roster at current content. And I know this gets judged all the time, but I think that people playing a large roster at current content keeps the game kind of fucking fresh. Hands up, I'm going to be honest. Obviously, I'm part of that category, but this is something that I think more players need to realize.
What did you say again?
But I think that people playing a large roster at current content keeps the game kind of fucking fresh.
People play a large amount roster keeps the game fresh. I don't think it is, because like I don't think like keep playing 6 chaos dungeon, like 12 chaos dungeon 6 like guardian keeps it fresh. No, it actually makes it boring. But yeah, okay, but yep, okay. What makes it fresh is like doing like new raid and stuff like that. Not that like people get to do that though. But yeah, would you say this problem were inevitable from the start due to like free to play model? No, not necessarily. So yeah, because at the start, like you can actually kind of like, I mean, like okay, you won't be as strong as like people that are pay to win, obviously, right? So yeah, but free to play can do the latest like rate like just fine. So yeah, now it's practically impossible though. Okay, but yep. Payment party finders, I guess. Think the devs are incentivized to release content at a pace that pressures like people like to spend. Yeah, of course. But that's like, yeah, but the sky is blue, kind of man. What were you expecting? Yeah, obviously, duh. Gives it more gatekeeping. Okay, but yeah, long west invent post I did. Think like he means like easier to find parties because of people like him playing like a bigger like a rosters. Oh, so basically like okay, okay, I see what it is now. Yeah, but that's like that's literally like specific to only people that are sweating though. Because like what if you're not like one of like the sweaters? Then I guess like you will get gatekept forever then if that is the case, right? But yeah.
Ends up. I'm going to be honest. Obviously, I'm part of that category, but this is something that I think more players need to realize. What keeps the game fun is doing new content, and doing new content across multiple characters in a game where you play a lot of characters, I think is a fucking no-brainer. It's just fun, right? But with Thameen is actually very fucking hard, and so a lot of the player base burns out again because they can't keep up. Keeping up is fucking impossible, and the progression has been railing them for the last like 9 or so months, and they're just like, fuck it, bro. I'm just gonna go play games that don't make me feel like shit, right? And so now, because the game has been getting more and more and more concentrated into that super hardcore player base, the people that are quitting, it's scary because these are high investment players. These aren't the casual Andes anymore. These aren't even the hardcore players. This is like the mega core audience that is leaving the game because the progression has not felt meaningful for too long. So that first half of the video was about progression. The second layer to this pie of what's happening this month is going to come in the form of response.
Wait, so that's like the first half for it, right? Basically, which is like the progression for it, man. Okay, okay. When you get when you clear when normal is a little bullshit, except like the goal that gives like nothing, no interest like to play like at all. I mean, in general, is the case like Fatris, man. You'll clear it like first right there, and then it becomes homework, and then it becomes the same shit again. So yep, that's just like how it is, right? But yeah, and if you do it like basically 6 times as well, because like you have like six like a Taymine, then I guess it will be fun at the start, but like it will get like pretty boring like soon enough as well. Okay, but yep, well luckily you get Echidna so fast, right? So now you can like get there as well. Do Echidna instead. But yeah, this is like that's just like how like progression works in like LA for it. But yep. Okay. It gets worse and worse as time goes by, man, and like you get like okay, as like Cauttyh said, right? Now you're left behind with the core player base that have invested a lot into it, and you can't tell them that the game is bad because when you tell them, right, then they won't admit it, because if they do admit it, it's like saying that like my thousands of hours, thousands of dollars like I spent in the game is now like gone. So they don't want to admit it, basically. Okay, but you're talking to a brick wall is what it is. Okay, but yep. Okay, Ekita in a month so you can get double new rate homework. Yeah, the Fate Embers will also reason to do dailies, but guess what? They nerfed those to the ground like for no reason. Well, I mean like Fate Embers was supposedly like Fatanix is supposed to be like a ban 8 as they make a project to redesign Chaos Dungeon. That was last year though. I haven't seen any news on that, but well, it is what it is, bro. But yep, and like Tayman, Echidna will be one day clear, most likely even in pack. Oh yeah, Asura bro, and then you go back to do your Tayman homework, kick W, and then get jailed again, because Tayman is still harder than Echidna. But yep, harder on people like him to see the game dying, because a lot of their popularity comes from streaming the game, and if the game dies, the stream dies, so they have like a lot more invested. Yeah, in a way, like people, like same thing. Like the content creator are the same as well, Gunfire. That's why like a lot of content creator like don't say like this, because like they put all their eggs in one basket, aka the LA basket, right? So if the basket breaks, right, then rip all of their eggs. So they are trying hard to like basically, make it look good, basically. But yep, so that like their content don't die out, if that makes sense. But yeah, which is, I mean, that's fair. There's nothing wrong like with that. But I mean, it is what it is, bro. But yeah, okay. At least I'm not like that. But yeah. Okay, nerf really hard. Well, anyways, bro. But I guess like that's like Cauttyh's like first half, I guess. While Lost Ark players are quitting due to like the progressions, right? Progressions make people make like Lost Ark players like quit. So that's the first half, I guess. Okay, but yep. And now moving on to like the second half for that.